You are a living legend. Your hunting prowess, instincts, and strategic thinking are legendary throughout the land. It doesn't matter if you're parachuting behind enemy lines, alone and outnumbered, or if you're trapped in a living hell, forced to escape from bloodthirsty serial killers. Or even when you were stranded alone in a hostile alien world, without resources or means of survival, you have proven time and time again that you will be victorious, for you are a gamer. Now, being a gamer is not just about playing video games. In fact, for most of us, our gaming identity is how the world gets to know us. Now, for those who don't know what I'm talking about, let's take that opening credit screen, let's grab that gamer tag, bring it down here. Now let's cut it apart. Well, obviously the name, Serenity, goes with Serenity. The other one is Duel, which stands for The Dark One's Own Luck. And as you can see, that's right down here, Wheel of Time by Robert Jordan. So as you can see, a lot of aspects from the gaming world really define who we are in the real world. Now I want to talk about that custom skin you've been rocking for 3 years. As soon as you walk out, everybody knows it's you before they even see your gamer tag. But let me ask you, after spending all that money and time collecting that custom skin or weapon, have you ever checked the tag on the back to find out who really owns it? Guess what? It's not you. But Serenity, I've got all these game titles. Of course I own it. It's mine. See right there. That gives you the right to play the game. You actually have no ownership. And if that game company ever decides to just shut off the servers, you have absolutely nothing left to show for it. Not even the ability to play the game anymore. Now, personally, I think it's time for this industry to change. I am tired of forking out money every month to pay somebody to play their game. And to make it even worse, many of these titles I had to go out and buy before I could even start paying them their monthly subscriptions. This is crazy. And that's why I'm a supporter of Web3 gaming, because it gives me the power as the gamer to own all the pieces within that game. So I thought I'd take a few minutes to tell you about a few of the game titles that I'm personally very excited about. Now, the first one I want to share with you is called Bit Fighters. Now, this takes me back to the old Street Fighter game, except for it goes a lot deeper than that. You see, there's more than just a player. You can actually be a club owner, you can own stores, you can mine, farm, all kinds of things you want to do with this. But the graphics and the gameplay are very much like Street Fighter. But how much is it going to cost to get in something like this? Well, this one's going to cost you about $6 to buy a fighter. Yeah, $6, that's it. Cheaper than any other game title out there, and you're fighting for Bitcoin. So if you win your fights, you get actual Bitcoin. Pretty exciting stuff here. They just released a YouTube video, which I found really comical, and I'll share a part of that real quick for you.
Bit fighters in the house, we're making those moves. Gangster rap style, we got nothing to lose. From the blocks to the fights, we run this town, Genesis City, where the real ones are found. We stack that Bitcoin, that digital gold, in the underground clubs.
So as you can see, it's really pretty comical, but it gives you a breakdown of, yes, you're fighting for digital gold. Yes, you can build gangs and clubs, and you can actually own the parts of the city. Genesis City is actually be owned by the players. So for me, it's pretty exciting stuff. Now, the next one I want to tell you about is called Mech.Game. And yeah, as the title says, it's all about battle mechs. But this is a game that's been in production for over a year now. That's right, a year. But right now, it's in beta testing, which means you can jump in and start playing this game absolutely for free. But I gotta let you know, this is only available on mobile devices. Now, if you go to your Google Play Store, you're not gonna find it. So I'll put a link in the description down below how to go in and start playing this game. Now, there's two ways you can play this game. You can go out right now on OpenSea and buy a Genesis Mech. It's gonna set you back about $250 right now. Now, owning a Genesis Mech is gonna give you perks like passive income later on when we can rent them out. But if you're just getting started, jump in, play the beta. They let you use a mech totally for free. And if you get top score on the leaderboard, you could win your own Genesis Mech. That's right, they're resetting the leaderboard every week, and top scores are getting prizes such as NFTs. Now, if it's in beta testing and on mobile, probably looks like some silly Roblox game, right? Wrong. It actually looks really good. Let's go check it out. See, this game has all the characteristics of a full-blown AAA game title, but all in a mobile game, and we get to get in early right now in beta. So come join me at Mech.Game and see if you've got what it takes to get on top of that leaderboard. Next game I want to share with you is another mobile game that's been in production for over a year, but it's a completely different gameplay style. This one is called Super 1. Now this is a really simple quiz game, but it's going to have huge cash prizes, and once again, it's out right now for beta testing. What makes this really unique is we, the players, own the pieces of the game. That's right, all the NFTs that pop up and that ask you the question, you own them. And every time a player has to skip or freeze or pass on one of your cards, they have to pay a small fee for that. Part of that fee goes directly to you as the card holder. So that's how you are going to earn passive income by holding the Super 1 cards. But another really exciting piece is, as we know with every mobile game, there's some type of ad revenue, right? Well, guess what? The spaces those ads run, that's owned by us as well. So every time you see an ad, some player of the game that holds one of those spaces is getting paid. But now you don't have to invest to start playing this game right now. It's out in beta on Google Play Store. Simply look up Super 1. The only category they currently have is soccer, but that's going to broaden out quickly to movies, music, sports, everything you can imagine. Let's go take a look at the gameplay and see what you think. As you can see, the gameplay is very simple. You swipe left, right, up, or down, and all you have to do is be one of the top 3 remaining players, and you win a cash prize. Now, once this goes full speed, these cash prizes, they're estimating in the thousands of dollars. That's right, thousands of dollars every 5 minutes. That's why I think this game is going to be huge. Now, one more piece of information. When I got into it, my gold loot box cost me about $1,000. That gave me my NFTs, my spaces. Right now, all the loot boxes are about half price, and you get more NFTs for your buck. So, a great time to get into it if it's something you're interested in, and I'll put a link in the description down below. By now, you're probably saying, hey, Serenity, you know what? These games look great. I can see where they got their place, and it's something I'll check out. But you know what? I want a game I can sink my teeth into. I mean, I'm a full-blown gamer. I need something with some meat. My fellow gamers, I hear your demands, and I got something just for you. Check this out. That, my friends, is just a glimpse of an amazing game called Star Atlas. Now, Star Atlas has been in development for a while, as you can tell, but it's already got the showroom listed out on Epic Games. Yeah, we know Epic Games from Fortnite, Rocket League, all these AAA game titles. Star Atlas is already listed there, and you can go check out the showroom right now. Now, some of you may not understand why I am so excited about Star Atlas. Let me put it to you this way. What if every time you went to play Rocket League, you had to buy the fuel for your car? You had to buy that from other players. Or every time you jumped into a Fortnite round, you had to buy the bullets and bandages, grenades, all those components you had to purchase or earn through gameplay. Yeah, that's essentially what Star Atlas is going to do. So not only do you buy the ships and the space stations, things like that, but all the resources themselves are actually collected within the game or earned as passive income. So a lot of great opportunity. But this is where I believe that gaming really is going to change the face of crypto as we know it, because we're all wanting that future of Ready Player One. I think this is one of the huge stepping stones forward to see that evolve. It's pretty obvious why I'm so excited for Star Atlas. I mean, they've already partnered up with Epic Games. They're built on the Unreal Engine. They're going to be a full-blown game title with a complete crypto-based ecosystem. So this all the way around is exciting. But while they've been developing, they've been releasing the ships, the resources, and giving us the opportunity to start building that passive income early. So I actually own a couple ships that are earning Atlas tokens by just being staked. However, they do use basic resources like food, fuel, ammunition. But the great thing is I've got a space station that's producing those resources every single day. So not only am I earning passive income, but I'm also earning the resources from the space station, which helps supply those ships as well as build up a stockpile for when the game is released. Now, obviously, there's a ton of information on Star Atlas out there, so it's going to take some time to dive through it. But I want to tell you about one very special place to go check out. That's Afia. Now, Afia gives all kinds of details from news to ship listings, collectibles, guides, resources, anything you want to know about. But the one that I highly recommend you go check out, if you want to get into Star Atlas, go to their ship listings, because they're going to list out every ship that's on the marketplace right here. Now, me personally, I have 2 of the Rainbow Chai. As you can see, they were originally listed for $995. I bought mine for under $100 a piece. And those are the ships that are paying me out in passive income. Now, I hope this information has helped you realize that as a gamer, we have the power to make changes. All we have to do is support the communities that are actually trying to give ownership back to us. So, there are 3.2 billion gamers on the planet right now, and that number is growing exponentially. So let's stand up in one voice and say, hey, we want control, we want ownership, and we want our game equipment to be ours. So I want to thank you very much for your time, and until next time, have a great night.